You've experienced deaths in your life. You have a project called Larry.
Yeah.
That's dedicated to someone who passed away.
Yeah.
Who was Larry?
Our older bro in my crew.
Not biologically related to him.
No.
You also experienced the death of Tay-Man.
Yeah.
Who was he to you?
A younger bro. Like he more like my real family. Like, remember I was telling you about that football shit and all that shit? He wasn't a young nigga that was on my team doing the same shit, fine, as we were young. And we just grew up. And shit, we met Larry. And Larry introduced us to 21. And Larry was the reason why I'm 21. I had one for Larry, I wouldn't be 21.
What is 21?
My family group, not a gang. It's a family group. Shit, we started on the east side. Just some family shit.
But Tay-Man, you were never biologically related to him either.
Nah.
When it comes to death, do you personally ever think about it yourself?
What happened to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what ways?
Dreaming, dreaming about being shot, bad ass car accident or some shit.
Are you afraid of it?
Nah, cause it ain't shit you can do.
Is it something you're financially prepared for?
Yeah. I mean, what you mean, like having money to go to war with niggas and shit like that?
I meant more like a will, life insurance.
For my kids, some shit. Yeah, my mom. I've been had insurance. I mean, ever since I've been a child, my mom been did that shit. Get crazy going on job. on the only one that got insurance on me. I'm my mama kid.
Some get a beneficiary name on a bank account. Some.
Yeah, my little girls. I'm in the mix of doing that shit now for my little girls.
Some set up a trust fund for a child. Some
cars put up for my little girls. In the mix of buying cars and shit right now for my little girls. You know, I'm in the mix of trust fund for my little girls. I was already thinking that before I started rapping. My little girls.
And some set money aside as well.
Yeah.
Is it something you're musically prepared for?
Mainstream. Yeah.
Well, I mean more like what happens to your unreleased music in the event you pass away.
It's level, like I'm going through levels, so I don't really know how to put it because shit, I'm going through levels. I'm on some ABC shit right now. I'm trying to, more you do it, more you get better at it. Like, I gotta get past certain this. I'm on the level. You know how when you first start rapping, first time you putting the headphones in, you're like, I don't like my voice. I passed that level, then the second level is on shit like, I'm caring about what everybody's thinking I'm saying. Do it make sense of what I'm saying? What the song talking about? Past that level, like not giving a fuck, but about what nobody's saying. Like, he ain't really feeling. Past that level, I'm on the other level to a point like, feel yourself. Now you feeling the beat. Now you get a little bit better. Your words get a little bit better. I'm on that level. But I don't feel like I'm just there yet because I ain't just started doing that shit type shit. But there's levels you're going to have to go through with the music shit though.
Well, what I meant more or less is, and I understand that, but has it ever been talked about maybe with your inner circle? What would happen in the event you pass away with your music?
Oh, you saying pass away? If
yes.
I passed away. Oh,
because I'm assuming you have unreleased.
Like, I don't want to I don't want to say, oh, that shit that's jinx. I don't know. They gon' man. Them little hoes on the east side, them folks love everything I did. I don't know, them folks gonna be turned to that shit. And I don't know, cause my music, I don't know, sad, R.I.P. ass shit. All my music gangster. So they gonna be crunk as fuck when I like pass away. Like, it's gonna be crunk as hell.
No, but I guess what I'm more or less asking is, okay, when a recording artist, a rapper passes away, their unreleased music sometimes comes out after their death.
Like the shit, like, yeah, I mean, shit.
So is that something that's ever been talked about? Is that something that's ever, with your inner circle, is that something that is even a plan for in the event that does happen? Much in the same with money.
I mean, label got all the music, so pass away gonna come out for real. Shit.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is, you know how with money you have some certain things you're working on.
Is I'm gonna get the unreleased music to a certain person, or do somebody got the unreleased music?
I guess what I'm asking is there a plan for your unreleased music after you pass away?
You sound like I already got some shit planned. If I did,
correct.
Like, yeah, I got a lot of music now. I mean, shit. Yeah. I got some shit that I was out. I mean, shit, you already have some, like, if a nigga have this tape, he just dropped the tape so and so months ago, you gonna already try to think ahead. I already been had shit like 2 tapes that I was already working on, type shit. Like, of course, yeah, like, yeah. And then all my dogs, if some shit did pass away, they gotta put that shit together and make it make sense. And they know my music just like I know my music, so if I didn't have shit playing, they'll put some shit together. They'll tell the label to put some shit together.
I guess what I was trying to say is, much like with money, there's a plan that you're putting together in the event you pass away. You know, like with trust funds and things of that nature for your daughters. Is there ever a plan with your music in the event you pass away? I guess that's more or less what I'm trying to get at. Or is there no plan? It's just an assumption. You have some unreleased projects that never released yet that may come out, or like you said, they'll put something together.
They'll put something together.
I just wondered if it was ever something that's talked about.
Nah, because there would be some jinx and shit. Right? I mean, that ain't gonna be no usual conversation. Like, hey, bro, you got unless I just told you, like, on some shit like, if they already know. Like, if I didn't have some that were unreleased, they'll put something together type shit. I mean, shit, that what you trying to say?
Yeah, I guess, okay, so let me give you an example, right? All right, Notorious B.I.G., he passed away.
Right, and his new music.
There's music that still gets released. There's some music that I'm assuming is original, and then there's some music that gets remixed. Like they might take the vocals from an old song, get another feature on there from today, and it might be a whole new song in and of itself. But what I guess I'm asking is, when you see an example like that of Notorious B.I.G., and music still comes out 5, 10, 15 years after his death, some of his music remixed, some of his music may be original, but mixed with some new beats of today or new artists of today. I guess when you see an example like that, do you ever say to yourself, not just you, but maybe there's other recording artists watching this interview that say to themselves, you know what? If I ever pass away, not in the manner that Notorious B.I.G. did, but in the event I pass away from anything, is there a plan with my music? Does my inner circle know what to do with this hard drive?
Yeah, I just broke that down. Like, my partner, about that, I said, by them knowing me and the shit what I rap about, or the shit that they knowing it. Like, what I'm rapping about, they know we going through the same shit together, so they'll know how to put it out if it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If something bad happened, they know it.
I guess what I'm also asking is if it's ever talked about.
Nah, we ain't never talked about that. Nah.
You know, because like, for example, people create wills while they're alive with an attorney.
You saying like shit, that too, I get what you're trying to say.
Like,
but I broke it down still, but look.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, with the money, why if they did release and if it came out with some money or some shit, get to my kids and my bro, if you saying in the manner of like shit.
No. Let me just clear it up. When people are alive, sometimes they create a will, which is instructions on what to do when in the event that they pass away. Yeah. They want their money to go to here, whatever.
Names and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm wondering musically if it's ever talked about with
get to certain people, get to certain rappers and some shit, and get them on there.
No, if you ever talk about or leave instructions, hey, in the event something happens to me, I want this music to come out. This music, don't ever touch. If my music ever comes out, don't let nobody feature on it.
I want them to drop everything.
Okay.
But that I get what you're trying to say. Like,
is there a plan? I guess.
There was already a plan. Now,
yeah. Is it talked about?
But that's some shit. That shit. That's some shit you need to talk about. A lot of people need to talk about. Cause it might be some shit that you don't want nobody to hear. Like, I get what you're saying.
And not only that, but the Notorious B.I.G., right? He's not alive anymore. But 15 years later, they might take one of his vocals or a song that came out
like
before
a sample or some shit,
and put another feature on it from today. Would he be okay with that? I don't know if that was ever talked about with the Notorious B.I.G. back then. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
but I mean, shit, he don't have no control over that anyway. Be whatever label you with, right? Go whatever the fuck your label with, they don't give a damn. I mean,
but see, that's
RIP, but they ain't gonna give a damn.
But see, that's why I'm having this conversation with you to see how it works.
But
because I'm not a recording artist, but from the outside looking in, I see what happened to Notorious B.I.G. and I see what's played out since. So I'm wondering if recording artists like you see that and may approach it a certain way or leave instructions behind.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Cause whatever fuck I'm with, my bros gonna be with.
Gotcha.
And they gonna know what to do with the music anyway. I don't really care.
But at this point, it's just assumption. It's never been talked about.
No, it ain't never been talked about.
Yeah, you assume your bros know what to do.
Yeah, they know now.
And that's another thing for recording artists to think about. Maybe there's some recording artists that might say, you know what? In the event I pass away, if my music ever comes out, don't put no features on it. You know, don't change the beats. Keep them exactly as I had left.
I mean, I ain't gonna give a fuck if they can pick the same person. I don't care. As long as you don't put no red ass nigga on one of my songs while I passed away. That's the only thing. We need to talk about that. Like, just don't put no rat ass nigga on my song. Hell nah.
Now, there was a time that we previously talked about where you had been shot 3 times.
Been shot 4 times.
4 times. Oh, that was 4 times in that incident?
Yeah, my leg, side, arm. Yeah, my leg, side, arm, and back.
Okay, 4. I miscounted and thought it was 3. I'm sorry. Was that the closest you've ever been to death?
Nah.
You've been even closer to death than that?
Yeah. Car wreck way worse than that shit.
You did mention a car wreck in the conversation. You didn't get detailed with it, but I believe you said something about a car wreck.
I've been shot, stabbed, jail, car wrecks. And it was before I turned 21 years old. I done been through some shit when I was young.
So what's the closest you've been to death?
Car wreck.
What happened?
Some girls. I was in the car with some girls. And I ended up falling asleep. And a drunk nigga hit us from the back. He was a fireman. He hit us from the back and smacked the car. And the car started flipping. And I fell out the window. I got thrown out the window. I got down, laid out on the ground, just stuck, can't move. But I'm up, but I can't move until I got to the hospital, and I was straight all up.
You thought you were? Go ahead.
I was in the hospital for like 2.5 weeks, some shit like that. But I was fucked up, like, cause my jaw, when I got shot, the same cut that I got when I fell when I got shot, I bust that shit right back open. My face swelled up again. and I can't talk. For some reason, goddamn, I can't walk. It was hard for me to walk. I don't know. I was fucked up when I got in that car wreck. I was fucked up.
No seatbelt?
No seatbelt. Trip.
You were the driver or passenger?
I was the passenger.
Shotgun or in the back seat?
Shotgun.
And you guys were at a light or a stop sign when you got hit from the back?
We was on the highway. We was on the highway. We was on the highway.
And what were your injuries? Because you were in the hospital for 2.5 weeks, I think that's what you said.
I fucked my hip up, put my chin open, straight. My left side, my whole left side was straight up. I think one of my legs got swole, and that was it.
And no broken bones, though?
Just my arm.
You did break your arm?
Yeah. And
you were able to walk fine?
It took me, I don't know why the hell I can't walk. I don't know, I think I was just, nigga, body was all fucked up, hurt. And I don't know, I tried to walk, but then I can't walk.
But you were able to walk at some point?
Yeah, after like the first week. It took time.
Therapy? Physical therapy?
Because I had to go through therapy when I got shot too. I had to do all this shit over again.
What age was this?
I probably like, I got out when I was 19. I probably like 21 by then. No, man, I went 21. I probably like 20. Yeah, I probably like 20.
And you're 26 now?
I'm 26 now.
And for time reference, it's March 2021. But at first, when you were lying on the ground and you couldn't move, as you described, did you think you were paralyzed at that point?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought, in my head, I thought, remember I told you I was asleep. I thought it was the girl's fault. But everybody in the car was fucked up. Like, one girl, bone hanging out, and me looking back and shit. One girl was holding her stomach, her chin was straight all up. And, my little brother, Big T, was in the back. It's crazy because he's the only one that ain't have nothing on him. And they goddamn had no scratch on him at all. And I thought it was the girl's fault. Because I can't talk at then until my face went down. When my face went down, all my bros started coming in. And the girls, they in the hospital with me. The girls came and see me first, because when I couldn't talk, my bros up there, but I can't talk. So they was on shit like, man, you can't talk right now. They just stopped coming. They came, but they stopped coming for a little time. But the girls who I got in the car wreck with, they came, saw me when my shit went down and I started talking, because they was still in the same hospital I was in. So my doctor told them, like, he can be able to talk now. So they ended up coming to see me, and they was telling me, like, the girl who was in the back seat was just like, it went her friend fault. Ooh, it wasn't her fault. It was a drunk man hit us, and woo. And I just was talking out slow, like I thought she did. I thought she fucked up. Got mad at her. And she was like, nah, man, it wasn't her fault. It was woo. The dude hit her from the back. Woo. And then when my bros came up there, then when I ended up telling them like shit. Cause I ain't gonna lie, they were finna get a whole beat her up and smoke shit. They was just like, I was just like, man, that ain't one of her fault. And shit. You know, the girl, she ended up coming to see me. She ended up coming to see me and telling me about it. After that shit, I ended up getting out of the hospital the next week. Stayed at home for a couple days, let that shit, shake that shit off.
Was it a hit and run, or they caught the driver that did this to you?
I ain't never asked. I think that nigga was fucked up too though, so he couldn't run. I don't think he was fucked up too. I don't know if dude got locked up. I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
But that was the closest you ever been to death?
Hell yeah, cause the pain, the blanking outs and shit, when I kept blanking out of shit. Yeah.
You ever had a near-death experience before? Let me define that. When I Google it, according to Oxford Languages, a near-death experience is an unusual experience taking place on the brink of death and recounted by a person after recovery, typically an out-of-body experience or a vision of a tunnel of light. Have you experienced either of that? Ever? Whether it was the gunshot wound, the stab wound, the car accident, any of these brushes with death that you had?
I don't know, because when you blank out, you just don't. I ain't never ran into that.
Okay. That's defined as a near-death experience, but...
You blanking out?
Well, no, what I just said, the out-of-body experience
Yeah.
or the tunnel of light, that's what they
Yeah, but I
consider
be
it.
hearing people talking about that tunnel of light shit, but I've been through a lot of shit, but I ain't seen that shit. I don't want to see that shit yet. Till I had to see that shit.
What do you think happens or believes happens when someone passes away?
I mean, I believe in heaven and hell. I mean, shit. Some people believe in cause and effect. I mean, shit. Yeah, die, you die. I mean, you're gonna be gone. I know you're gonna probably be somewhere else. I don't know.
Do you follow a religion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a Christian. But I ain't just one of them niggas that be going to church every Sunday. But I believe in God, though.
Is it a certain denomination under Christianity?
What you mean?
According to Wikipedia, a subgroup within a religion that operates under a common name, tradition, or identity. So, for example, there's Eastern Orthodox, Roman Catholic.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Okay, all right.
But I know, I heard the names and shit, like the Catholic. But nah, I don't know nothing about that shit.
That's a denomination under Christianity. That's a subgroup under Christianity.
Like Jehovah's Witness and shit like that. What is Jehovah's Witness? Like, what is that?
I don't have that definition in front of me. I could look it up, though.
But it's some shit like that, right? With the captain and shit and all that shit?
It's probably a form under a denomination of Christianity.
But I ain't too big on knowing it, though. But my big mama always been a Christian person, so I ain't had no choice but to be with my big mama with.
And that's why you follow it today.
Yeah.
In the event you do pass away, what do you want to be remembered for? Real loyal, down to earth ass friend, a real good daddy, and yeah, a real loyal down to earth friend, and a good daddy.